Hello, Tan. Welcome. Hello, Helen. Hello, Annie. Welcome to the live stream. Hello, hello. Wait a couple minutes before we get started today. Hello, Kim Han. Hello, Baked Beans. Hi, Annie. How are you today? Hello, hello. Welcome. Hello, Quốc Húy. 24. All right. Ooh, the beach. So Annie says, I'm good, thanks. Just got home from the beach. Wow, that sounds nice. I wish I was at the beach. I live in Kanta, so I don't live near a beach. So it was a great day today. I went to work and now I came home and I'm doing a live stream. So let's get started. Hello, Foop. Nice to meet you. You feel sleepy? Oh, sorry. So my name is Teacher Alex and I live here in Vietnam. I live in Kanta. I am from America and I have been a teacher here in Vietnam for over 10 years. And now I have helped create the IELTS Hackers English program. And it's a very exciting program. So we have a new book coming out and we have an app in development. So this IELTS Hackers program is for Vietnamese students. So we have a lot of lessons with Vietnamese themes and culture. We have lessons about Vietnamese fashion, like Ao Dai and Ao Ba Ba, right? And we have lessons about Vietnamese food, like phở and bánh mì and bún chả Hanoi. So we've wrote this book and making this app for Vietnamese people. It's in development now. And we're just doing live streams to help people with their English now. So I have some IELTS questions here, and you guys can request to join the live stream, do the multi-guest, and I will ask you some IELTS questions and give you some feedback. So that's pretty good, right? Thầy ở đảo Thầy ở Cần Thơ. Thầy sống ở Cần Thơ 10 năm rồi. Come on, yeah. So football says, are you working at an English center or an administrative agency in Cần Thơ? Well, I work for a company called DSS Education. And this company helps Vietnamese adults move to English-speaking countries to work or to study. And a big part of our company is English training. So we help these people get better at English so they can pass the IELTS test and they can get their visa and they can go to Australia, Canada, and New Zealand and other countries. So I was leading the English program and now I am leading this IELTS Hackers project, and so that's what I'm doing now. All right, so yes, nói được 3 thứ tiếng đời ten. Yes, I do teach English. Yes, I live in Kanta City. So Tom asks, is it hard to get a band 6 to 7? Well, 6 is a good user of English, right? Moderate is 5.0. Good, 6 is good. So that means you're good at English, right? So a 6 is really, 5 is kind of like the middle way, Many visas and work requirements, they only require a 5.0 because that's kind of the baseline. Once you get over 5, you need to focus on a few more things with the IELTS test, like vocabulary, especially for speaking, right? We want to get a higher score in vocabulary, so we need to learn idioms. We need to learn collocations. We need to vary our grammar structures. So you do have to have, I think, a little bit more technique and strategy when you want to get a higher band score, 6, 7, 8, and even 9. Okay? Thank you. Anybody want to join the live stream? You can click request and you can come on. I will ask you some IELTS questions. So I will be the IELTS examiner for you and I will give you some feedback. So Nhung Huynh Chin Kom Mok 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 Kom says, how many times do I spend to get over band 6? Well, it depends on where you are now, okay? If you're at a 5.0 now, then it shouldn't take you very long. But if you're starting lower, like 2 or 3, then it's going to take longer. There's not, a lot of centers will give you a time period. I've heard an accepted time period is 6 weeks for one band score. So that means you study intensively for 6 weeks and you can raise your band score by 1. But that's not the same for everyone. Some people learn quicker. Some people learn slower. So it depends on you. It depends on where you are, how much time you have to study. What is your what is your study environment like? Do you have a teacher? Do you have a class? And can you maximize your study time? So that would be my answer to your question. Anybody want to join? We have easy, intermediate, advanced, difficult, and very difficult questions. So if you want to join, you can answer a question in English. So Wayne Comb Bang asks, when do you live stream every day? We have a set live stream every Friday at 3 p.m. But I go on throughout the week 2 or 3 times a week. So whenever I have free time, I will come do a live stream. Hello, Laura. I live in Cần Thơ. I've lived in Cần Thơ 10 năm rồi. So I love Cần Thơ. Cần Thơ is a beautiful city. It's peaceful. It's a big city, so there are things to do and good restaurants. But it's also a lot more quiet than Ho Chi Minh City. And I enjoy the atmosphere here. I have a family now, so it's a good place to raise a family, I think. So I live in Cần Thơ and I really like it here. Anybody here from Cần Thơ? Raise your hand. Are you from Cần Thơ City? Yes, Bella. Oh, there's Bella again. Hello, Bella. Laura says, I live in Dom Nai. Oh, that's cool. A little bit near Vietnam. So VY asks, what do you think about people in Vietnam? Great question. Well, I love the spirit and the culture here. I think the people are very strong-minded and there's a real sense of community with the people. I'm from America and we're much more individualistic. That means we like to focus on our own life and we like to be we like our privacy from people, and we're not so unified together with our family, even with our friends and our community and our neighbors. So when I see Vietnamese people, I see a different style, right? I think Vietnamese people are much more together with each other, and there's a real sense of community and helping each other, and the family structure is so strong, you know? So I love the Vietnamese spirit and the culture. I've learned so much, you know? I've been here teaching English, but I've learned so much about Vietnamese people, and you know, now I live here. Now this is my home. I have a Vietnamese wife and Vietnamese children. So I'm learning a lot, and it's helped my life to gain that perspective about Vietnamese people. So I really love them. So Devlin asks, can you speak another language? Biết nói tiếng Việt chút chút, không biết nhiều. So I can speak a little Vietnamese. I can get around. I can go travel. I can go order food from the restaurant. I can get some information. I can ask, you know, where's the bus stop, right? We call this operationally fluent, meaning I can operate here, but I don't have the skills to really communicate deeply with people and get to know them and have, you know, long coffee talk with friends. I can't do that. I would like to. So I have a Vietnamese teacher now, and I am learning. I'm getting better, but I'm a bad student, you know? I don't want to study. I want to go do other things, fun things. So I know the struggle of learning another language, okay? Anybody want to join the live stream? You can request and join our live stream here. Thank you, Kristen, for the rose. Come on, yeah. Okay, we have a guest. How about Nha Domi? Hello, Nha Domi.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. How are you doing today?
Not very well because I'm sick today.
Oh no. What are you sick with? What's wrong?
With my stomach. It is
Oh, you have a
quite
stomach ache.
it's quite hurt.
Did you eat something bad?
No, I cook all my food, but yes, maybe something went wrong. I don't know.
Okay, well, that's really great of you because you're still practicing your English even when you're sick. You're very ambitious.
Thank you.
So, are you going to take the IELTS test soon?
I've just took it. I took it last May, at the end of May.
Okay. Wow, and can you tell us your score, or is that too private?
It was only 7.
Only 7? That's very good. So modest. Everyone, high five to Nha Domi. IELTS 7.0. That's very good. Very good. Thank you for the roses, me, Ewan. Wow. So are you trying to just improve, or do you want to take the IELTS test again?
I think I will retake it in December because the score didn't live up to my expectation.
And what was your speaking score?
It was only 6 because I received some comments from the examiners, and he told me that I need to improve my intonation and word stress more.
Ooh, intonation and word stress. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's have a look, and I will give you my opinion, okay? So I'm going to ask you some more difficult questions now, and just answer them naturally, okay?
Okay.
So, Miss Domi, in your opinion, how does media influence public opinion?
From a point of view, social medias may have a very large impact on public's opinion because let's take Mr. Minh Tuệ as an example. Before 6 years before he started working throughout Vietnam, but no one filmed him and post him on TikTok and other kinds of social medias. He wasn't famous, but now since some TikTokers and YouTubers posted him on TikTok and YouTube, a lot of people go behind him, and it makes the traffic stopped, so that the police and other politicians have to stop this. I think that because of TikToks and all kinds of social medias have spread the information about Mr. Minh Tuệ, so everyone they have a positive think about this person, and maybe they want to follow him because of he is like a symbol for the Buddhist, and for other people, they just want to follow him because they want to be on TikTok or on the social media to be famous. So I think that if something is viral on social media, many people will follow it, and it will become a burst. An explosion of information. Therefore, we should try to understand that everything on TikTok and YouTube, they're not always good news. Some of them are fake news. So we shouldn't be let ourselves be affect with them. I think so.
Very good. Everyone clap for Nyadomi. High five to you. That's great. No, your English is good. I think your pronunciation is good too. I mean, intonation can be improved. So those were the notes from your examiner. So we should think about that and how to improve your intonation, because I think your word pronunciation is good. Your word stress, intonation is different, right? This is like the rhythm of our speaking, and the ups and the downs. And try to think about your answers as really a wave up and down, because you're not asking questions, right? They're all statements. So all the answers to IELTS speaking questions are statements, right? So statements kind of follow a standard intonation pattern, right? We generally start high and finish low. So for example, you asked me about how the media influences society. So I'm going to talk about my favorite influencer, Somtum. Somtum is a famous influencer on TikTok, and many Vietnamese people love to follow his content. You see how I kind of go up and down, and it follows like a rhythm, kind of like a song. And I would advise you to kind of slow down a little bit. It's okay to speak a little bit slower, and then you can emphasize certain words, right? And you can emphasize or stress important adjectives, details, right? And longer sentences, just remember that you want to kind of break it up. So if it's a compound sentence, then you want to start high, low at the middle part of the sentence, and then bring it up again there. And intonation is difficult, because it's not something you can really teach so much. You have to watch movies. You have to listen to native speakers. you have to try to mimic their intonation patterns. You know, another thing is with listing. When you start listing things, like you want to have a nice pause and stress the words in those pauses, right? So, for example, there are many social media platforms that Vietnamese people like. We have TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, but my favorite is TikTok because there's so many great videos and a lot of new people are posting great content. You see how I kind of go up, pause, 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 up and down. Do you kind of hear that pattern there?
Yes, I mean I understand. Like some years ago, I maintained quite good intonation, but when I come to my internship, I have to like put my voice at a like yes, like the same level for it, so all of my students they can understand because I teach some very little students, so they cannot hear well if I give them instruction it like up and down voices, so it I think that it affects me a lot.
Okay, I
And
see. Well, that's
yes,
good experience for you, you know, talking with different people, different languages, different accents. All of that will help your intonation. It can be a struggle sometimes, but you know, whatever you're doing, it's working. You just gotta, you know, practice a little bit more, and I'm sure that you will get your target. Okay?
yes, thank you.
Thank you, Domi. Bye bye.
Goodbye, have a nice day.
You too. 7.0. That's pretty good. All right. Do we have some questions? Good evening, sailor. Da Du Lin says, "Do you open offline classes, sir?" No, I actually don't teach much anymore. I am leading this IELTS Hackers curriculum, and this is a curriculum that me and my team have written for Vietnamese people. And we're starting with the beginner level. So beginners can get this book. They're going to be able to go onto an app and learn English as a beginner. So I have been leading that project, and so now I don't teach so much anymore. Me and where do you live? I live in Kanta. All right, let's add another person here. How about Reddit user not found? Hello, Xin Chao.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening to you. How are you today?
I'm good.
Would you like
How about
a...
you?
I'm good, thank you. Would you like a easy, intermediate, advanced, difficult, or very difficult
Wow, that's a
question?
lot to choose. Maybe we should try to start with a little bit advanced.
Advanced, very good.
Okay.
Okay. How do you think the education system in your country could be improved? Thank you, YND, for your rose. Come on, yeah. Hello, Reddit user not found. Hello.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
How do you think the education system in your country could be improved?
I see. Um, oh my God, this is difficult. Can we try easy first?
Okay, let's
I'm
go
a little
down
bit
to
overwhelmed.
intermediate.
Okay.
What are some popular tourist attractions in your country?
Um, in my country, there are a lot of famous tourist attractions. Um, Some of them we can list out like Sundong Cave, Halong Bay, or Dalit City. Mm,
Okay, good. Let's try one more.
oh
How
my God, I'm so
important is
nervous.
it to learn a foreign language?
Um, to me, it's personally, um, wait,
Hello?
I'm so nervous. I can't do this, sorry.
Okay, no problem. Thanks for trying.
Okay, thanks.
That's okay. You know, some people are nervous. I understand, and maybe those were a little bit difficult for you, but I think your English is pretty good. So just keep practicing, and you came on here, you tried, so that's great. So keep going. You will get more confident. You will get better. So keep trying, buddy. How about Annie, or how about Kan Lin? Xin chào.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you today?
I'm good. Just finished work today.
Oh, what do you do?
I am a TV anchor.
Really?
Yeah. How old are you?
Wow, that's great. I'm 35.
Wow. I guess so.
You guessed I was about 35.
I guess you're about 36, 35, somewhat.
So what station do you work for?
Now I am working at Vietnam Television, sport especially.
Sports. Cool. So mostly football, huh?
Football and tennis and sometime NBA.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know basketball is definitely getting more popular now, huh?
Uh, to
Cool.
be
Well,
honest, I've never tried IELTS test before.
okay.
And today I saw your live on TikTok and then I clicked in and then I want to try what an IELTS speaking test be like.
Okay, great. Do you have any intention on taking the IELTS test?
I think I should real
Okay.
soon.
Well, I think your English is quite good already, so I'm not going to give you a full IELTS speaking test, but I will give you a few IELTS speaking questions, okay?
Oh wow.
Are you ready?
I am nervous.
No, don't be nervous. We'll start with some easier ones and we'll see how you do. So, can you describe your hometown?
My hometown. Yeah. I was born and raised in a small city near Hanoi and it is Vichy city, Phu Thọ province. Yeah. And it's about 80 kilometers from Hanoi, and yeah.
Cool. Okay. What do people usually do in your hometown for work?
For work, they work like normal people in other cities. I don't know how to say.
Okay. Do you have any pets?
Pets. I used to raise a cat and a dog at the same time, but they used to fight a lot, so yeah, I have to send them away to my relatives.
So, Kanlin, in your opinion, how has technology changed the way we communicate?
Um, in my opinion, back to the time when our lives didn't have not much technology, communication ways. We used to talk more. We used to write letter. We used to meet each others more than nowadays. But now, when we have smartphones, we have like laptops, we have like online ways to communicate. People tend to meet less, tend to use their social media more, and I think we're getting far away from each other. And in my opinion, I like the way we communicate back then more than today.
Very good. Excellent job. High five to you, Conlin. That was great.
Thank you for your time.
Really good. Your English is good. It sounds like you're just beginning to think about IELTS, so you already have a very strong foundation of general English proficiency, which means your pronunciation is great. You have this TV anchor voice. It's beautiful, and the words are extremely clear. Pronunciation is your number one strength, and your grammar was good. Like the last question, back to when you use the past tense, right? And
Yeah.
you introduce that very well. So your grammar is good. Your pronunciation is really good. Even your vocab, it's all quite good. So if you want to take the IELTS test or PT or whatever it is, you should now, learn about the test, learn about the rubric. What are they grading you on? Pronunciation, grammar, vocab, and fluency for speaking. And just learn the tips, learn the tricks, learn the strategies, the techniques, so you have a toolbox. Because part one is easy. It's just like an interview. You don't have to give long answers. But for part two and part three, you have to demonstrate your English, right? You want to show off your English. You want to show off the high level of vocabulary. You want to show off the varying grammar structures. You want to show off your fluency, your ability to keep going, and to communicate your ideas, right? You have ideas, you want to articulate them or communicate them so that the examiner can understand you. So that you can jump right in to IELTS studying, and I think you have a good chance to get a very high score.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you for your time, and I really hope that I can see you real soon.
Me too, Conlin.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Very clear voice. You can tell she was born to be a TV anchor, right? The voice. I think I would like to do that too. I always thought about being a TV anchor, but I think it would be difficult to be a live TV anchor, right? Because you have to, you know, be live and you can't make any mistakes. That would be really hard. So good job to Kan Lin. Ooh, many people want to join today. How about Huey? Hello, Huey.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you today?
I'm feeling great. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. So, would you like a easy, intermediate, advanced, or difficult?
Have anyone tried the difficult one yet? Because
No, they haven't. Are you
so
brave?
yeah, I'm going to do the chat a favor.
Wow, okay, he's going for a difficult question. Ooh, this is a hard one. How do you think climate change will affect future generations?
Well, I would say that climate change is already a serious problem in our society. So I believe in the future, if climate change continues to become worse, I believe the environment will surely be damaged. There will be maybe less trees hanging around, and my theory is that we will move to another planet because climate change is so dangerous, and eventually Earth will no longer be an option for people to live in. And that's just my theory. But as I said, we will not have a suitable place for living anymore in the future.
Very good. Okay, let's try one more. This is a different topic. What are the pros and cons of free healthcare for its citizens, for all citizens?
So let me talk about the pros first, right? Because, so healthcare is obviously really important to all citizens. And I believe that providing free healthcare is particularly beneficial for those who cannot afford it in the first place. The underprivileged who have, poor living conditions, and they will be the ones that mostly be benefited with the free healthcare. So about the cons, of course, because I believe that nothing in the world is free. So by giving out, free healthcare, obviously other people have to work harder. Maybe the government will have to, allocate more of their funds to providing the healthcare, which means that, there will be some like negative impact on other people. But overall, I think the positive sides of it outweighs the negative ones.
Wow. Everyone, let's clap for Huey. Big high fives for you. That might be one of the best answers I've ever gotten on this live stream. That's like band 8 plus answers right there, Huey. I think you've been practicing for a while. You tick all the boxes. You tick grammar, you got pronunciation, you got the vocab, you got the fluency. It's all there. I have nothing I can really critique except, maybe some more verb phrases, right? Collocations, when you were talking about the balance between pros and cons, right? So, the pros are, people get health care for their illnesses, but the downside is, other people have to work harder. So that's called a trade-off, or even like a catch-22. That's a phrase we use for that kind of situation. So learning those kind of phrases could help you boost your vocab score. But, you structured it well. You had great vocab. You linked your ideas. You had transition words. It's all there. Excellent job. Very good.
Thank you so much. Sometimes when I answer some difficult questions, the words just kind of come out of my mouth and I just don't have the time to think for it. Do you think
Yeah.
I'm speaking too fast and should I take time to think about the question? Because as a speaker, it's kind of hard to tell if you are speaking fast or slow. I think it's better for the listener to judge.
Yeah, well, you can take, a moment to think. Sure. There's no criteria in the IELTS rubric that tells you, okay, how fast ever they ask the question do you have to speak, or even the speed of your speech, right? If the speed is really slow, that will affect your fluency score. If the speed is too fast for them to understand you, that's going to affect your fluency score. But really, all you need to do is demonstrate your English and be fluent. For part 2 and part 3, you have to speak for a little bit of a length, right? So as long as you do that, you don't really need to worry about speed. Speed is not, some great speakers speak slowly. Some great speakers speak quickly. Speed isn't really a thing they're grading you on. As long as you demonstrate your fluency, vocab, pronunciation, and grammar, that's fine,
I see.
But you don't have to worry, man. Your English is solid. I think you're gonna get an 8 plus on speaking. So whatever you're doing, it's working.
Thank you so much.
No problem, Huey. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice stream.
You too. Wow, that was really good. We had some questions here. So if you're new, thank you for joining the live stream. My name is Alex. I live in Kunta. I have created, with my team, we have created the IELTS Hackers English program, and we're doing some live streams now to spread the word and help people with their English. We're doing IELTS questions. You can come on the live stream and I will give you an IELTS speaking question and then give you some feedback. You know, I've been doing this for over 10 years and I think this is one of the best ways to get better at English. You do your self-study, you learn on your own, either with an app or with a book, right? You got to put in that study time. Then you come on and you practice and you get feedback, right? If you're in an English class or you're in an English club, you know you don't want to be learning vocab and grammar all the time. You want to be practicing and interacting with your classmates and then getting feedback on your mistakes and what you can get better at. So I think this is the best way to learn English. So I'm very happy you're here. I'll choose another one soon. How about Annie? Xin chào, Annie.
Hi, teacher.
You've been here before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been here one time before.
Okay, well, welcome back. How about, what would you like? Intermediate, advanced, or difficult?
I prefer event.
Ooh, advanced. Okay. So, Annie, let's talk about the environment. How can individuals contribute to reducing pollution?
Environment and pollution.
How can individuals or how can people contribute to reducing pollution?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question too much.
Okay, well
yeah,
let's explain it. So you got sometimes maybe you don't understand the question,
yeah,
but you can pick out those key words, right? So how,
yeah.
you
I
heard that.
understand.
So now you know you have to explain something,
Yeah,
right?
I can explain your question. He asked me about how can protect environment in my country and less pollution.
Yeah,
Is
how
that
can
right?
people
Yeah,
reduce the pollution?
yep. So with my opinion, I'm living in Hoi An, Asian town, and far away from me, the beach, about 5 minutes walk from the beach. So every day I walk to the beach and I see many rubbish. The people go to the beach after late afternoon, and they bring many foods, and they go with like big family and many friends together. And when they eat and they finish food and they just left all the food on the beach. So I think like made the beach more dirty, and the beach ration for made the weather more pollution. Yeah.
Very good, Annie. High five to you. Wow, good. So,
I'm
yeah, you
still
just needed
nervous.
to understand the question. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm still very nervous.
Oh, really? Oh, don't be nervous. There's only
Yeah, I
over
try.
300 people watching you.
I'm trying. So yeah, you
You did
can
good.
ask me another question.
Okay, we'll ask you one more. Let's talk about transportation.
Yeah.
How do you see the future of transportation evolving?
Transportation. It mean travel by train, right?
Transportation is any type of transport, like cars,
Oh, yeah.
bikes, trains, buses. So how do you think, the question is, how do you think transportation will change in the future?
Yeah. With my idea, like people now like traveling a lot. So, and I think Vietnamese people now that in the summer they traveling many places. It's not around in Vietnam anymore. They're traveling another country, and I think the airplane is popular now. But with my opinion, I don't understand because from I'm from Da Nang airport, I get to Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City. The tickets airplane more high than from Da Nang to I get to Bangkok more cheaper. So I think the airplane should change the cost more, get people more attractive to go to around Vietnam more than another countries.
Okay, thank you, Annie. Good job to you. High five.
High five, thank
So
you.
you're getting better, Annie, and those are difficult questions, and you did well. I still think you need to focus more on vocabulary, like learning the phrases, like when you're talking about cleaning up the beach and people on the beach, you can talk about people need to clean up, right? Clean up after themselves, or they need to take personal responsibility, right? So your grammar is not bad. You have good subject verb agreement. I see you know how to do that well. A lot of people make those mistakes, and you do that well. And actually, your pronunciation is quite good too. So I would really work to build your vocabulary more, and learn those phrases. That's going to help you to express yourself easier. And then you have to practice your listening skills. Like, I think a lot, those two questions, you really didn't quite understand the question so much. So learning the different forms of questions, because I can ask those questions different ways, so you want to learn all the different ways that you can ask the same question,
Yeah, I will to learn more English more.
Great, Annie. Well, thanks for joining. See you again someday.
Yeah, thank you. Have a
Okay.
good day.
You too. Okay, we have somebody who's really wants to join. Tan Tam Chang. Hello, Tan Tam Chang. Xin chào nha.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yes. I'm sorry because this is the first time I joined your forum. And can you please give me 15 seconds for me to introduce about myself?
Sure.
Yes. Thank you. I am an employee man. And I used to think about taking an IELTS test so I can get a job in an Ascent English teaching center in my hometown. But I see that I maybe too old to take an IELTS test. So I just wander around and did nothing.
Okay.
I'm very eager to listen to your forum today, and I happy to get in the forum, and you choose me as one of the candidate to speak to you. Thank you.
Good. Very good. Chung, high five to you.
Yes, thank you.
So you have a great spirit, Chung, and you're very confident. And you're kind of like not quite a beginner. You're more elementary level, but almost like a beginner.
Actually, I did not take any IELTS test before.
I
I
understand.
used to work for Hans in Vietnam
Okay.
15 years ago,
Okay.
and I used to have a friend named Alex, the same like you. He is
Good.
a Canadian.
That's great. Well, keep practicing,
Yeah.
Chung. You're doing
Today
well.
today I joined this forum. I just want to challenge my ability to speak, to listen, to pronunciation, my pronunciations when I directly to speak to an English teacher like you. Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you, Chung. See you again.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
thank you. Thank you.
Wow, many people want to join today. Luna has been asking to join. So we have some questions first. I don't know. Queenie says Vietnamese đúng rồi, Thai hỏi là các phương tiện đi chuyển xe Thai. Okay, I don't really understand. Maybe. Respect the teacher, bro. That's right. You have to respect the teacher. I think he was very respectful. Can you speak slowly, please? Yes, sorry. Sometimes I speak a little quickly on the live streams. Okay. So Luna wants to join. Luna, are you here? I don't see Luna anymore. Okay. Who wants to join? How about this person? Hello?
Hello,
How
can
are
you
you
hear me?
doing? Yes, I can.
Okay, this is my first time here. I don't know the rule.
No rules. Anything you want. I just give some IELTS speaking questions and you can answer them and I will give you some feedback about your English.
Oh, that's great.
Would you like a easy, intermediate, advanced, or difficult?
I think immediate is okay for me.
Intermediate. Okay. So, Miss Hui, is your name Hui?
Yeah, you can call me that.
So, Miss Hui, how important is it to learn a foreign language?
I think it is very important to learn a language, especially in this time where globalization is a norm, and when you work in the Vietnamese working in foreign corporates, especially English, quite an international language. Not only for your work, but also when you're traveling outside your country, a foreign language, especially English, is like a key for you to open you to the world and open you to new culture.
Good. Okay, let's try another one. What are some common problems faced by young people today?
I think it is one of the common problems for me, for my observation, is the short attention span, because they are get used to this kind of platform, like short video platform on TikTok, they have a very short attention span. And because of that, they cannot deep dive into some topics. They just like approach any topics on the surface level. Because of that, it's affect their learning ability.
Very good. Wow, Hui. Excellent job. High five to you.
Thank you.
Really great. You know, you have really great vocabulary. You used a lot of good phrases, short attention span, deep dive. Like, those are great phrases in advance. Those are advanced. You're advanced in your vocabulary, and your pronunciation is good. Just remember to try to vary your grammar structures more. You know, for part 3, it's hard. So for part 2, you know, you want to vary the grammar score, right? If you're only using the same grammar structures, you're not going to get the range. So that could affect your score. But I think your vocab's up around like 8 or 9 level. Pronunciation is good too. You know, intonation can be improved. I think maybe you're a little bit nervous, I don't know, or maybe you're just soft spoken a little bit. But I always tell students, you know, for the IELTS test, you gotta act confident, because confidence kind of affects your pronunciation and your word stress and your intonation. So, you know, when you're when we're practicing and you're just talking with your friends is different, right? You don't need to be sitting up straight and emphasizing everything very clearly. You can just sit back and just talk, you know, natural. But for the IELTS test, you know, it is, if you want to hit the high band score, you got to do kind of a performance. You have to perform a little bit, you know? So
Like,
when you perform, you want to really, you know, embellish and exaggerate your English so that you can show off that real clear pronunciation.
yeah, I see. I think that's one of my problems too.
Great. Well, you're doing well. Your English is great. Just need to refine a little bit, and I think you can get a really high score. So that's great.
Thank you, teacher.
Không có gì. Không có gì. No problem to you guys. I love to do this, you know. I love doing these live streams and talking with Vietnamese people and helping them with their English. It inspires me, you know. I think you guys are so amazing for doing this, you know, and coming on here. I know you guys are probably studying a lot too. And then also to come on a live stream and practice your English with a stranger like me and in front of 250, 300 strangers around Vietnam. That's brave of you, and it inspires me, you know, so keep doing that. I think that's great. Okay, why don't we do one more? I know Luna Bebe wants to join. Hello.
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm great. I think so. Yeah.
So where are you from?
I'm from Bình Dương City, Bình Dương Province. Yeah.
Okay, great. And do you live there now?
Yeah.
Who do you live with?
I live with my family.
Okay, great. So are you going to take the IELTS test soon?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, great. So would you like a easy, intermediate, advanced, or difficult?
I think I will choose intermediate.
Okay. Can you describe a memorable holiday you had?
I think the most memorable holiday that I used to enjoy that is I have to travel abroad in Korea with my family. That is my birthday gift. My father gave to me when I was 10. I think so. That is a very very amazing amazing travel because I I had to see a lot of beautiful view, and I really want to. I really love. I always dream to go to Korea, and I and my family rebel a lot to go to it. Furthermore, we try we trying eat a lot of Korean cuisine, and go to a lot of place like Seoul and shopping a lot. I think Korea make me feel peaceful and interesting, and I really want to come to it again.
Very good. Good job, Luna baby. High five to you. Wow. Good job. Good pronunciation. Good fluency. I could understand everything that you were trying to say. Even your past tense was quite good. I think you need to work on vocabulary, specifically adjectives. So that is a part 2 style question. And I can see that you use a lot of the same adjectives again over, and a lot of generic ones like amazing or good or great. So I want you to start building your vocabulary and learn a lot of new adjectives. So for the IELTS test, it's very useful to learn adjectives to describe people, places, and things, right? So you can do a little task for yourself, and you can think of adjectives to describe Korea. So first of all, you can describe the trip, right? And you said it was amazing, or I think good. It was a very, very good trip. You can, or so you see amazing. That's okay. But you can also use more advanced adjectives like unforgettable, right? Or memorable. That's in the question. You can use it again. It's okay. You know, and then describing Korean culture, right? It is distinct, right? It is unique. It is aesthetic, right? So we can use some more advanced vocabulary to describe what's the food like. The food is similar to Vietnamese food, but maybe not really. It's spicy. There's, you know, so we can learn some adjectives about food. We can learn some adjectives about the weather, right? And we can describe it a little bit better and boost that vocab score.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay,
No
I got it.
problem.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So we have some questions here. Good evening, Kaya. Oh, the teacher is so handsome. I'm unable to concentrate. Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. So Bang Ween says, good evening, teacher. May I ask any tips to improve my reading skills and accent? Good question. So reading is one of the best things you can do for your English. You have to find reading materials that match your level. And that means when you read something, you should be able to understand 75 to 80% of it. So if you can do that, that's going to facilitate your learning of language, because all that stuff you don't know, that 30% or 20% you don't know, you're going to naturally learn that from the context of what you're reading. And you record new vocabulary, but you want to find reading materials, articles, books, blogs, social media, whatever it is, but it has to match your level of English. So if you're a beginner English reader, you want to read beginner English material, right? That you can understand 75 or 80% of it. If you're an IELTS like 6.0 person, reader, right? If you get an IELTS 6.0, you should be able to read anything and understand, 75 to 80% of it. So that's a good, kind of benchmark, right? If you're at a 6.0, you should be able to read mostly anything and understand most of it. So finding materials that suit your level. And as you get better, match those new materials, right? And there's lots of sites that you can find reading materials for lower level learners. BreakingNewsEnglish.com is one. Okay, you can match the article to your level. So an accent, everyone asks me this question. So if you're going to be in a movie and you need to speak like an American, okay, you need to worry about accent. But IELTS, the pronunciation is different than accent. There are some cases where the accent is so strong that it affects your pronunciation. But accent is different, right? You can have an accent and still speak English well. Your accent is who you are. That's your identity. You're Vietnamese, right? And it's okay to have an accent as long as you pronounce the words correctly. Any other questions here? Okay, guys, I think that we will stop it today. I will go live again on Friday at 3 p.m. So please join again on Friday. Sorry if you were waiting, but you can join again next time. Keep practicing, keep learning, join our live stream again. We'll be coming out with our IELTS Hackers book and app soon this year, so stay tuned for that. And I really appreciate you guys joining today. Me Ween says, no! Next time, see you again. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.